Welcome, everybody. We're playing a game of cash flow. I'm here with my man, my buddy, my good friend, my fellow financial advisor, Maxwell McWilliams. We were just eating, well, he was eating a peach and I was eating an apple.
Still going on it here.
Still going on the peach. Good to see you, Max, my man. How are you?
Michael, good to see you. My good friend, colleague, fellow genius. Very excited here to
Oh.
be playing playing some
Yeah,
cash
man.
with you tonight.
Me too. This is great. We're going to play cash flow. We're recording it because, funny enough, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I play this game occasionally, and several months ago, I had the idea to play it with clients. And I do play it sometimes with friends and fellow investors. One of my good friends who's a great investor, we play it sometimes. So this is a great game you can play to enhance your financial IQ, to rewire your financial brain, to rewire your financial habits. This is a kick-ass stellar game. I actually have the physical version, bought it when I was with my ex-wife and the kids. And right now it's in storage. It's at my dad's or my mom's place. The physical version is a lot of fun to play, but it's very time consuming. And I'm in Colombia, South America, and you're in
Mexico.
yeah, baby. So we're online all over the world playing cash flow. This is awesome.
Right on.
So for anyone who doesn't know, cash flow is a great game to play to, like I said, rewire your financial mind and IQ, and it's free to play. You just sign up for a membership, which is free on the richdad.com, and you sign up for simple email and login password, and then you can play cash flow for free with your friends. It's a lot of fun, and it will rewire your mind in the process. So Max created a game and he gave me the password. So I'm going to enter that right now. So you can play privately. You can play yourself against the computer. You can play with your friends. You can make a game and like lock it in. And so Max did that. So let's go.
All
We're
right.
going to play. I'm going to show you all how it's done. If you don't know how it's done, it's super fun and easy to play. We're going to play around. I'm
May the
ready.
best businessman win, Michael.
As we were saying before we started the recording, sometimes it's all in the cards.
It is. It is. All right.
Sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's in the cards, but a lot of it is skill for sure.
Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead here and choose a dream, Michael.
What is your dream, my friend?
My dream. I always like to do the run for mayor dream. You know that I'm a bit of a political fan myself. So I'm going to go here with the run for mayor, and I'm going to be a secretary with a starting salary of $2,500 and $710 in savings to begin with.
Okay, so I can see your financial statement here. So you have a cash flow. Oh, is that me or that you? Yeah, you're the secretary. I'm a janitor.
Awesome.
So you get rolled the dice and you get rolled the cards similar to the physical game, and you just kind of like Monopoly, you start with, whatever the roll of the die is. So go for it, buddy.
Right on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to roll. All right. Deal opportunity. We're going to go ahead.
What do you got going on?
We're going to go ahead and buy some stocks here today, I think, Michael.
Okay, so you landed on an opportunity to make an investment, similar to Monopoly. When you roll around the board, you get different opportunities to do things. So Max landed on the opportunity to choose an investment. You get paid similar to Monopoly. Pass go $200. You collect a paycheck this game, and then you get different good things, bad things. We'll see what happens.
All right, so we're gonna buy 20 shares of an electronics company at $5 for $100.
Ooh, $5 is a good price. And then you finish your turn, and then it's my turn. So now I choose my dream. I am a janitor. The game has given me the privilege of being a janitor. I've got 560 in savings. My salary is 1600 and my starting cash is 560. Now I get to choose my dream. I usually choose the stock market for kids because it's educational and it reminds me of my father who actually taught me about the stock market, which is really cool. I usually pick travel the world like this one, be a jet setter because that's kind of my way and how I've been living right now. Um, but I usually pick stock market for kids, fund a business and investment school for young capitalists, teaching them the basics of business. School includes a mini stock exchange run by the students. My dad and I, we did this. He did this when he was young with his friends, actually, as a new landed immigrant coming to Canada. And, he did well. He's done well in stocks his whole life. My mom and him do well in their stocks their whole life, actually. Took their pensions and invested in the stock market, and they beat their own pension returns, which was from the banks where they worked, by the way. So with the roll of the die, I roll on something bad, and I have to spend $100 on new music CDs.
Michael, you better quit those habits with that low cash
I
flow.
mean, it's the roll of the die. We don't even have CDs anymore. We got Spotify for 12, $13 a month.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All the music you could want on the freaking phone,
I'm going to roll. I just got paid. Nothing else.
Obviously, it's an outdated kind of old kind of game from the early 2000s.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is huge, actually. I get to give to charity. Now, I've kind of played enough of the game to know that this is a hack and this is a very good thing. I don't know if you're aware of this and the quantity of good things that you get when you donate to charity, but yeah, you get to donate, 10% of your total income to roll more die over the next few turns, which lets you receive more cash flow or more cash faster than your opponent.
Okay, we're going to roll. Got a deal opportunity here. And it's showing me here that my stocks are increasing, but I'm going to hang on to them here and hope that they increase a little more over the next few turns.
What was the price?
They went up to $10 from $5.
You could have doubled your money. You said
I
no.
could have, but I'm holding on.
That is wise. That is a wise choice, my friend. So when you roll on the investment opportunity, this is what it looks like. You get to choose between a small deal or a big deal. Big deals typically cost over, $6,000. So I ain't got that because I'm just starting out. Now I get the opportunity to buy a condo, 2 bed, 1 bath. Needs work. Cost 50K. Cash flows 100. Down pay 5K. Unfortunately, my salary is so freaking low as a janitor. I don't think this is a good idea. So here's what it looks like if I try to buy it. I'll have to take a loan of $500 a month for the monthly payment because I'll need a loan of $5,000 for the down payment. Now, that's a no bueno, no gracias, porque obviously my cash flow, it's only going to cash flow me $100. So I'm going to be negative 400 for everybody who's checking this out for the first time. So that's no good. So I'm going to pass.
All right, we're going to roll the dice. Deal opportunity. I have an opportunity to buy into some mutual funds. It states here that this particular mutual fund has a bad track record. Just in my experience of playing this game, this particular mutual fund, I haven't seen many great things with. It's costing me $10, not going to net any cash flow. I'm going to take a pass on this because I already own other stocks at the time.
Gotcha. So up here on the top left is kind of the progress bar on the above the person's name. The game is cash flow. The point of the game is to increase your cash flow and escape the rat race. This inner circle here is the rat race, basically, so brilliantly coined by Robert Kiyosaki. And you escape the rat race by essentially increasing your passive income more than your expenses. So the level on the top left here, once we both get some cash flow, we'll see some positive growth in this bar here. And then when you reach the limit or the end, then you're out of the rat race. And then you go to the next level in the game, which we'll talk about later. Somebody wants to buy a B&B, a bed and breakfast. This is before Airbnb. But yeah, they'll pay me 250 grand, but I ain't got one, so I got nothing. Now, I may want to pay off some credit card debt. Here we go. I got 1600 in my bank. I got a debt of 1,000 on a credit card, a retail credit card, which is very high interest. So I'm going to pay that off.
All right, good move, Michael. Did you pay that off completely? Sorry, I just can't see your screen.
Yeah, I'm a janitor. It was only $100. I ain't got much of it.
All right, I'm gonna roll here. I've got a deal opportunity. So I've got the opportunity to buy a home for 65,000. 65,000 down payment of $5,000. It is a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. So unfortunately, I only have right now just under $1,500, and I can't make that down payment. But I just want to show that the loan amount on that that I would need would be $4,000 with a $400 monthly payment. Now the netting cash flow doesn't seem to make it work for me because it's only cash flowing me 160, and with my secretary salary still being quite low, I just can't sacrifice that extra $340 a month. So I'm gonna have to pass on this opportunity for now.
Gotcha. Okay, now for everyone who is watching in my turns, I was able to roll 2 die because I donated to charity. However, I've hacked the game enough times, or I've rather played the game enough times to find the hack. Here's a little tip for everybody, which is when you donate to charity, you get 3 turns to roll 1 to 2 die if you like. If you roll 2 die every single time, you get really bad news and really bad things happen to you. Did you find that, Max?
I actually did recently discover that, and as you'll find out later in the game, sometimes you get an opportunity to roll 3 die, which can be even more detrimental to your situation.
Yes. Well said. Well said. Okay, I got a stock opportunity. Man, I only have $600 in cash. Maybe I shouldn't have paid off that credit card. Jeez. Yeah, I can't afford that much. I'm just a janitor with a really meager salary, so I'm gonna go really light and just buy 30 shares.
And you can see here too, you can tell like even the game is outdated, like the salaries are
Yeah.
very outdated. Like these are not even. I remember I was playing actually this morning, and I was a lawyer, and I had a lawyer salary of 7,500 a month, which was supposed to be incredible in this game, and it was incredible. But even now, like the spending power of that wouldn't be what it reflects in the game.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully this is bi-weekly maybe for a janitor somewhere in a small town in America, like
Perhaps.
1600 is not so bad maybe for small town America for, bi-weekly. Yeah, it's not so bad. That's 3,200 a month, you know?
So seems here we've got a stock opportunity for a entertainment division. It's showing me here that the stocks have shot up to $40, an unusually high price. I'm not going to make this purchase because it is possible that this could be a temporary peak, and I have seen these stocks lower. I'm not going to make this purchase right now.
This isn't the one that you already own?
No,
Which one's the one that you own?
I own a technology company or something like
Tech
that.
for you, stock for something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, what's cool is we didn't mention, but when you click that little button on the left-hand side, you get to see your whole financial picture, basically. You get to see the
Oh,
income, the expenses, the assets, the liabilities, and your cash flow, your net, and all that stuff. So it makes, finance simple for everyone, for individuals. It's very easy to understand. It's very cool. What's coming in and your income, what's going out with your expenses, and then what you have that, is asset, and then what is a debt. And it's that simple. This guy's buying widgets, so he wants to buy a business. There are cards where you can land on starting a business and stuff like that. I do not have a business started, so no bueno, nothing for me.
all right. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Unfortunately, I have to repaint my house. So, as you know, when you're in a
Oh,
home, stuff happens. So I have to drop $600 to repaint my house, and I only have $2,370. So that's gonna be a hit for me today.
that is a bummer. And yet at the same time, we know that $600 to repaint your whole house is a massive steal of a deal.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Holy jeez. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna donate to charity once again
Look at you go, Mike.
because it's just gonna give me some more, extra paydays ahead of Max.
Absolutely.
And I
Okay, I'm
need
gonna
that because he's
roll.
got a much higher salary.
So, oh man, oh wow. So I really having an unfortunate time in life right now. I've been downsized, meaning I have to pay a full set of my expenses, lose 2 turns and charity, and I have to pay a total of $1,620 when I only have $1,770 in the bank. This could result in me needing to take out a payday loan, but we'll see what happens.
Wow. Que feo. Muy mal. A little bit of Spanish for everybody, anybody who speaks a little bit of Spanish there. So that is unfortunate. He got downsized, corporate downsizing, happens sometimes, and had to lose a bunch of things. Now I got a deal opportunity. I got some more cash, which is good. So I'm going to go for some cash, and I think I can do this one. This is a three-bed bath old house repossessed by the government. This sounds attractive as heck to an investor like me, ready to go with government financing and a tenant.
Awesome, awesome deal. What's
Sounds
that? What's that netting you on cash flow, Michael?
So the cash flow is 220, which that extra 20, let me tell you, on a salary of just 16 hundo, that's going to come in real handy. So
Absolutely,
my down payment is 2K. I've got 15 hundo in the bank, thankfully. So I am
absolutely,
going to take a bit of a loan, but it's going to net me more in the end. So I'm going to
sure.
cash flow 220. It's going to cost me $100 a month on a payment for $1,000 loan. I'm going to do it, and bang, just like that, I've got a little bit of cash flow.
There you
So
go.
look, this bar up at the top left, everybody, I've got some progress on the cash flow. I couldn't resist apparently a new painting by a local artist, and they wanted me to
Oh,
pay
that is such a
200
classic
bucks.
Michael thing.
No, I mean, not so much the artist thing, but Max is having his turn skipped because he got downsized so much.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did want to buy a painting here in Colombia, and I thought the price was just outrageous and silly, so I said no.
Wow,
I pulled an investment card, and there's a house buyer in the market,
wow,
and he wants to buy the very house that I just bought. He's a house
wow.
buyer. He wants to buy a three-bed, two-bath, and I got it. So
Look at
um,
that deal.
he's willing to pay a whole boatload for this property. And considering I just got it, this is a nice, quick, easy flip. So I'm going to
Wow.
sell. I did the transaction, and all of a sudden, just like that, as a janitor, I somehow hit the payday, and I walked away with 77K in cash.
Wow.
So first thing I'm going to do is pay off my loan that I just bought that house for. Notice all the sound effects that are so much fun. Then I'm going to pay off my credit cards because they're just high interest debt that don't make no sense. My car loan payment is actually very manageable. It's only $60 a month on a 4 grand loan, which is pretty fantastic. I'm not going to pay that off. However, I could pay off my entire mortgage on my property, which is only 20K, and that'll reduce my need to escape the rat race by 200 bucks. So this will cut off 200 bucks expenses a month for me for my mortgage. So I'm going to do that. And
Way to
then
go, Michael.
I got lucky there, buddy. I got lucky there.
You did, especially because I was downsized. So,
Oh, you didn't have any turns, yeah.
no, you got to take advantage of when your competition's down.
It's a
Oh, and
game.
I got paid, but unfortunately, I have to buy a new tennis racket for $200.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I must have new sunglasses apparently, and I have to pay 80 bucks. Well, you know what? Considering I'm just a frugal old janitor, who cares? 80 bucks. When you have 50K in the bank, it's not so bad.
All right, we've got deal opportunities. All right, so I've got an investment opportunity into some stocks. The medicine company.
Okay.
Um, the cost of the stocks are about $30. Um, I don't quite feel comfortable making this investment right now. I already have a lot of shares in some other stocks, and I have seen this come down lower. So
Hmm,
I'm just going to ride it out. I'm going to ride it out. I'm going to play it very safe here.
I like it. So it really helps to have the same experience. Sorry, I've got the same opportunity to sell the drug medicine stock, the pharma stock, and I forgot that I did buy some for 10 bucks, and now it's 30 bucks. And notice that it says this is really key for everybody. Notice that it says the trading range is between $5 to $40. So, it's going to peak at 40 and it's going to probably drop the lowest at 5 bucks. So, I'm going to sell because, it's almost at the peak and I could use the extra cash and it's not cash flowing. And the name of the game is cash flow.
Exactly.
So I'm going to sell all my shares and yeah, I'll do some charity. I can afford it. Oh, they only want 160 bucks, which is just my salary. They don't want the cash in my bank, which is cool. So yeah, I can afford that. Now, as I was saying, having experience playing the game gives you a bit of an advantage, which Max and I both have, because you learn the patterns of the game, and doesn't matter if it's the physical or the digital, the cards and the opportunities remain the same.
So I've got a stock option, and it's asking me if I'd like to purchase stock at its highest trading range, which would not be a wise decision because I don't own any of this stock and it can only go down from here. So I'm obviously going to make a pass on that.
Okay, so the one stock you do have is the tech stock, right?
Yes. It just shows me the code, so I don't actually remember exactly what it is, but I believe it's
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's like a tech. It shows up here. There's like tech stock, entertainment stock. Obviously, in my case, the pharma stock. So what I'm looking for now, because I'm flush with cash, right? I don't have any cash flow. Notice that my bar here and here is gone. I don't have any progress in my bar, but my need for my cash flow for me to get out of the rat race is reduced significantly. So I paid off majority of my debts. I'm just keeping the car loan just for shits and giggles.
sure. Got to leverage a little bit. Okay, deal opportunity. Let's see. So I have an awesome opportunity here to buy a home. It's a $50,000 loan, down payment of $4,000, cash flow of $2,000. I don't have all of the funds required to buy this home right now, but I'm actually going to take a loan, I think, um, because the loan payment will net me 200, about the same as the cash flow. And I think soon enough with time, this is a little bit risky, but I think I'll be able to pay off the loan from this house in enough time that I'll be able to leverage that passive cash flow sooner than later.
Okay, I can't see your screen, so give me the numbers again.
All right, so I'm making a down payment on a $50,000 home. The down payment is $4,000. It's going to net me cash flow of $200.
Hmm.
Now I've got to make loan payments of $200 to be able to get this house.
Hmm.
So I'm really just going to be watching it. I'm not going to lose any. I'm not going to gain any.
Break even.
But I
Yeah.
really just want to have this asset on my books, to be able to leverage later on.
Yeah, brilliant. It's a brilliant strategy. Very good. So you're going to break even. It's going to be
Exactly.
net zero. However, if you're a good secretary and you're good with your money and budgeting and you don't land on any splurging purchases, you can pay down that loan and that debt, and then you increase your cash flow.
Exactly. All right.
Bang,
So
bang.
we're going to go ahead and buy that.
Beauty. Me gusta. I have been offered, there's a buyer in the market for 20 acres of land. He just wants land, but I ain't got no land. So I got nothing to give him.
Oh, buying new speakers for stereo. I'm having bad luck here.
Dang
So
stereo.
this is going to wipe me out. I'm going to have $90 in the bank account after this $500 purchase.
Shoot,
None.
man. Hard living.
Hard living.
Okay, so I got an opportunity for an investment. Now I'm going to go with big for the first time because now I got almost 60 G's sitting in the bank just chilling, waiting for something to happen with it. So let's see what happens. So I've got a house opportunity for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. The cost is 70K. It's going to cash flow 500, which is nice. And for some weird reason, this is an outrageously high down payment. This down payment is 20 G's. Okay. You just had an offer for a 4 grand down payment, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a price that was fairly similar in value, only off by 20K.
Right.
So this is going to cash flow me 500. Now I'm going to take this. Why? Because I need the cash flow. That's how you win the game and progress. Number two, most importantly though, my expenses are so low now. My expenses are only 640. So if I just cash flow this, I buy this cash flowing property, which is 500 bucks, I'm almost there, baby. So I'm gonna do it.
Awesome. Roll. Deal opportunity. Small deal, but it's not like I have much cash to play with here. Want to sell me a mutual fund and it's selling at the highest of its trading range. So I actually, in retrospect, wish that I purchased this. So it did offer me the opportunity to purchase it previously. I declined due to whatever I was feeling in the current situation. I just had bought stocks and something else. But now it's giving me the opportunity to sell stocks that I didn't buy at their highest trading value of $30. So I would have made some good money on that. But either way, we're moving on.
And the game does not let you place any shorts. There is no way to short on this game. So this
No.
guy's looking for a plex. He's looking for a fourplex or a sixplex or an eightplex or something like that. He's offering 25K per unit, which is really sweet, but I did not buy any plexes in this game thus far. I've not been offered any. Not
That's
sure I
about
could have
right.
afforded. Not sure I could have afforded a plex anyway as a janitor.
True.
It does not let you raise money from friends or family in this game either.
No.
I am going to pay off that car loan just because I'll increase my cash flow even further.
Awesome.
My net cash flow.
So I just want to point out Michael's cash flow bar is very high right now, very high, while mine is extremely low due to the bad luck I've had lately.
Talking about this. Talking about this area here.
So here we go. So those stocks that I purchased, that I told you guys I purchased earlier, I purchased them at $5 a share. I purchased 20 shares, and they are now selling at their maximum of 30. And I'm going to sell all 20 for $600 right now.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, well done. Good patience. All investments require good patience. Good job. Good patience on your part. What's exciting is when you can buy a stock for $1. That happens sometimes, or
Yes.
$5, and then you can flip it for 30 or 40. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I can do another deal. I'm going to do a big one, and I'm going to get what I need. I'm going to get that duplex. I'm going to get a plex finally. Down payment of 8 grand, which I have 37K in the bank, so I'm good there. Cost of 50K and cash flow 240. My expenses are so low. My expenses are only 580. So I'm going to buy this. It's going to give me the cash flow I need. It's going to get me out of the rat race. Congratulations, you're out of the rat race. Michael has built up their passive income to be greater than their total expenses. I have now entered what's called the fast track, which is the other part of the game. In this game, in this part, you have to receive 100x of your passive income. Or, sorry, yeah, you have to receive 100x of your passive income. Purchase your dream or increase your cash flow day income by 50 grand to win the game. So the reason why I was getting tripped up about that is because there's 3 ways to win at this stage in the game, which is buy my dream, increase my passive income to meet my cash flow needs, or just increase to like 50K. So increase it by 50K. Actually, there's only 2 ways, obviously. Same thing.
So I paid off a little bit of my loan. I paid off half my 2000 loan that I got to purchase that 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And so now I'm actually netting an extra $100 off of that home that I bought. That was originally a net wash.
Okay, cool. All right, so now at this stage in the game, it runs very similar but very differently. So I either want to land on my dream and have the money to buy it, or I want to buy businesses, assets, investments that increase my cash flow. So, for example, now the numbers are way different. Now, when I land on Go in Monopoly or cash flow day, payday, here I get 74K and I have 74K in the bank. So, in this case, I can buy a burger franchise. Love me some hamburgers, baby. It's going to give me 9,500 a month, costs me 300 grand, and I do not have 300 grand. So can't do it.
Hopefully I can catch up with you, Michael. You are cleaning the floor with me right now.
There's that drug
Okay.
stock again.
Yeah, so this drug stock is they had this split the stocks, but that doesn't affect me because I have no shares in that company.
Gotcha. I do not have enough money to give to charity.
Oh, oh, deal, small deal. House for sale. This is a nice one right
There
here.
you
So
go.
I'm getting thrown a bone. House
There
for
you go.
sale, not lived in for 6 months. The bank foreclosed house, just reduced. Um, Loan includes estimated repair costs. So the house costs 50 grand. It's going to cash flow me 100, but I don't. I got. It's only asking me for 0% down, so I don't have to put anything down. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. I'm going to take that $100 cash flow for zero down.
Zero down
Zero down, Michael.
and cash flowing $100 a month.
Deal of a lifetime.
That is great. That is that's a no-brainer. Okay,
No
so this
brainer.
is somebody else's dream is to go to Cannes, the Cannes Film Festival in France. In France. So when you land on someone else's dream, their cost of their dream goes up by double, goes up by 100%. So I've, not landed on Max's deal. His dream, it's different. He wants to be a mayor. If I land on that for some reason, it'll double his cost for his dream.
Rumors of layoff. I got to go back to school for added skills, and I'm going to drop $220 on that. Michael, I'm having a really bad hand here lately.
Yeah, I understand, brother. It's for some reason, this secretary has a black cloud over her head, it seems. It just happens sometimes.
Because
Hey, I just got some bad news too. It happens to all of us. Apparently, I got audited and half of my cash is taken away. Seems
I think you are poorer than you were when you were in the rat race right now, Michael.
No, I still have 74 grand in cash.
Okay, all right.
And if you notice for everybody watching, the board is much simpler here. You have less needs, you have less expenses, you have less your expenses aren't even a factor. My financial statement doesn't even have anything about expenses because it's just not even a factor because I have more than enough passive income for all my needs, you know, in my living and my lifestyle. So there's nothing in here about expenses. So it's kind of simpler here, but there are still difficulties. You can lose half of your cash through a divorce, through an audit. It's not perfect. Life isn't perfect. Seems
Well,
that as a janitor, I forgot to hire a very good accountant, so my auditing.
seems so. So I just got paid, nothing more.
Nice. Cheers to getting paid.
Thank you.
That always feels good. So I can buy a beauty salon. Cash flow's 10 grand, but I ain't got no money.
And look at that 48% return, and you were only getting 30 something on the burger joint.
Yeah, which that would have been nice too. Who doesn't like, 38%?
All right, so here we go. Somebody's offering, looking to buy a 2 bedroom, 1 bath rental condo, but I do not own such a thing, so I'm gonna have to pass that deal up.
No problem. He'll be back.
He will. He will be back. We're gonna pay my loan down a little bit more.
You want to
Yeah,
share your screen now? Let's see your screen. Let's see your financial statement.
yeah, sure. How would I do that? Let me just head over to Zoom here to share the screen. I
Would be good
cannot
for
share
us.
while the other participant is sharing.
Um, I will stop sharing, and then you can share.
All right, so here you can see, okay, right now here's my financial statement. I own a couple houses. They're netting me they're netting me 200 a month because I still have a loan out on one of them. I got a lot of debt here still. I could definitely clean some of that up. But I'm netting currently every payday just over $1,000. So I'm having a rough go here right now. Hopefully I can get a little bit more cash in the fund and then be able to pay down some of these liabilities.
I gotcha. Thanks for sharing with us. Let me go back to my game here for a second. I can buy someone else's dream for heli skiing in the Alps, but it's just you and I, and that is neither of our dreams.
No. All right, we're gonna roll. Deal opportunity. So they're offering to sell me some stocks. They're at their mid range. I'm not interested, so I'm just gonna pass.
Cool. My man, why aren't you paying off more of your debts? I know you have 2,300 or so in the bank. You have a
Well,
thousand loan you could pay off.
normally I would pay off some of these debts, Michael, but I want you to just note about some of the recent bad luck I've had every time I went to pay off a debt,
I hear
and
you.
I've lost it all. But you know what? Just for the sake of sticking it,
Wait, hang on, don't. My recommendation, simply, my recommendation is roll the dice, see what happens. You can pay your debt at the end of your term.
good point. Good point. Let's see.
Because if let's say you get a good investment deal and it's like, oh shit, I just paid off that debt. I don't have the money for that good deal.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Let's go.
You still have the opportunity to pay it off at the end of the term.
I bought a latte and a cappuccino for myself and a friend, but that's only $10, and I just got paid, so I'm still gonna pay off that loan, and now net
Nice.
pay that right
Nice.
off.
Now, what's also important to note is that you can only, for some reason in this game, pay off loans in $1,000 increments. So
Yeah,
you just paid off your $1,000 loan, freeing up a hundo in cash, which is
exactly,
amazing.
exactly. All right, okay, let's ride and roll.
All right. Oh my gosh, another deal that I cannot buy. When do I get paid in this game? I'm two locations, two spots away from my payday. I got another opportunity to buy a t-shirt store, but there's no I got no cash in the bank to buy it. What a shame.
Okay, I just got paid again. That feels good.
Nice. I also landed on payday. So I
Nice.
got 74 grand.
Wow, you make good money.
Well, actually, that's low.
Oh, here's one. Okay, so I just got a new baby. I just had a child, and my expenses are going up by $140 a month. So good thing I just paid off that loan, so I freed up that money for my child.
You're having a weird karmic experience here.
I am Michael. This game's not
This
standing ahead for me.
this secretary has got some bad karma for some reason, bro.
Absolutely.
I can buy a 60 unit apartment building, but the
Wow.
cost is 300 grand and I have
And look at
150.
look at your cash on cash return. That was not good.
Yeah. I didn't even look at that actually because I was just like, I got 300 grand.
Okay, we're gonna go for this small deal. So they're offering to sell some stocks about the entertain or an entertainment company. They are at their super low, so their trading range is 10 to 30. Right now they're selling at $5. So I might just put some money into this just for the sake of getting in while it's still low, and hopefully I'll be able to sell those at a higher price. I'm actually going to go big on this and buy about 75 shares in this company.
Nice.
$375.
That's good. Well done. I would take advantage of that opportunity as well. The thing about stocks, they don't cash flow in this game. Some stocks, obviously, in real life do cash flow, but with dividends, obviously. But this company, no. This game, for some reason, it does not. But cool thing about stocks is you can basically, hit the jackpot when your stock triples or quadruples, which does happen.
Pizza franchise. I'd be buying
Pizza
that.
franchise, I got to stack up cash, man. My income is not that high. The game still considers me a janitor, I guess, even though I'm out
Right.
of rent.
Yeah. Deal opportunity. Okay. So, oh, this is not cool. So, sister-in-law wants to borrow money. Sister-in-law is downsized, needs 5 grand to make house payments. She promises to pay you back 10,000 after she finds a new job. I am a big believer in helping out family, but I got to be honest. Every time I played this game, I have given to family, and they have never paid me back. And I don't like to do business with family. I prefer to just gift things to family because you do business with family. Thanksgiving dinner can get pretty awkward. So I'm just gonna have to pass on this. If she wants to reapproach me later for a gift, she can do that.
Well said, brother. Well said. South Sea Island Fantasy, someone else's
Wow.
dream.
Romantic nights.
Not my dream, apparently.
I would love to do that though.
You're in Mexico. You're living by the beach in Zihuatanejo.
Yeah, but day to day life is different than being on vacation.
I
I got
understand.
downsized, Michael. I got downsized. $1,700. I'm getting really hit hard here.
Sorry, bro.
Okay.
Just before we started recording, we were talking about how it's a game of skill, and at the same time, it's definitely a game of chance.
Right, exactly.
I can buy my first business. It's a dry cleaning place.
Right on.
It'll cash
You
flow me. It'll cash flow me 3 grand, and it's only $100,000.
cash on cash return is not good, but at least business.
I need the cash flow. It's not good, but I need the cash flow. Look. So now this is what my financial statement looks like. It's just, 300 grand in cash flow. I'm going to turn down the volume here because it's kind of loud. I don't want to cruise the Mediterranean. It's not my dream.
My turn is skipped again.
I got paid.
Nice.
Now I got paid more money. I got paid 77 grand as opposed to just 74.
Get a deal. A preferred stock. So this is an interesting one I want to share here. Okay, high yield preferred shares of major domestic electric power company. Um, Dividend and price fixed at fair level by state utility commission. So I can invest $1,200 per share into this company. It will not fluctuate and it will cash flow me a guaranteed $10. But to me, that just doesn't seem like a worthy investment to me. So I'm going to pass that up.
That's a wise move. A lot of people make that mistake, but you and I have played the game enough to know we know which ones are good, which ones are bad.
Right.
And you know what? Isn't it like that in real life too?
It is. It is. Exactly. I was going to mention that, you get to know when you're familiar with trends, with the market, with different industries, you begin to know and recognize patterns and understand what the best moves to make. And it's not always guaranteed, but you know what I'm saying?
I do. Well said. You learn you learn from your failures, you learn from mistakes, or you learn from others. That's it. You pay with blood, sweat, or tears. That's what they say.
So I'm gonna buy a condo. Well, I could buy a condo, but the down payment is going to take up almost all of my cash I have available. It's going to add to my real estate uh, portfolio. It's going to net me 140 a month. Now, I would usually not spend all of my entirety of my financial well-being on an investment that I don't know if it will pay off, but I need the cash flow for the purpose of the game right now. I've had a bad hand recently, and so I'm just going to cross my fingers, hope to die, and jump in on this one.
Yeah, you need the cash flow,
So there we go.
and you'll be able to pay down the debt, right?
Exactly.
I'm just landed on other people's dreams.
Deal opportunity. So I got a deal opportunity, a home for sale. I possibly should have waited for this one, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to purchase it. Requires 3,000 down. I just bought a home. Cash flow 1,000, cost 50 grand. Or sorry, cash flow $100, cost 50 grand. I'm going to have to pass this up.
Protein box seats. This is
I
pretty
would
cool.
I would love that.
This would be amazing, wouldn't it? Maybe this should
Yeah.
have been my dream.
Cleveland
Then
Browns.
I could get out of the rat race if this was my dream because to be honest, my cash flow is increasing quite slowly because I'm having difficulty, it seems, accumulating cash.
You and me both. And I'm still in the rat race.
I feel much better being out, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, at least you're not worried. Like I might still die here. Okay, so my entertainment stocks are increasing. They have increased to $10. If I sold them all right now, I could sell them for $7.50. But I'm going to hang on to them. I'm going to pass on that for now.
Smart man. They could even go to 40 bucks a share, even
Right.
though it says 30 bucks a share is the top. That is not
Exactly.
necessarily true.
Right. It said the bottom was $10, but I bought them at 5. So my child needs braces. for $2,000. I don't even
Oh
have
yeah,
I don't even have $2,000. So I'm gonna have to take a
bro,
loan out just to live.
braces are expensive, let me
They
tell you.
are. I'm gonna have
My
to take
my
a
stepkids needed them each, all three of them.
yeah.
That was a good change. Even just one of them was a good chunk of change. Jeez.
All right, so I've got a loan now.
It's a weird world we live in. So you have an extra loan now just for the braces.
Absolutely.
That sucks.
House for sale. So they're trying to sell me a house with a zero down payment that will negative my cash flow $100. So, you know, this doesn't seem like a very wise choice to me. I don't want to be losing money on an investment off the hop. So I'm going to pass up on
Yeah, now I don't blame you. Now the thing is actually sometimes in some cases that would be a good idea, in my
that.
opinion,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. But in my current situation, I can't justify that purchase.
You just had a baby, you just spent 2 grand on braces, you just took a loan, you know, right? You have a solid roster of properties. You have like 5, 6 properties, right? Maybe
Right. I've
four or
got a
five,
great,
right?
I have 3 properties and 75 shares in a medical or in an entertainment company, but still.
3 properties. I thought you had more. I thought you had 4.
No, no.
Show us your goods.
All right, so here you can see I've got 2 houses, a condo. I own 75 shares of this entertainment company,
Ah,
but I also
I
have
see.
this large liability list here.
Hmm.
And then my
Yeah,
total expense,
yeah, you didn't pay off the retail debt or the credit cards, and then you just
no,
got the loan. So
I've been only able to pay off loans that I've continuously had to keep taking out because of incidents.
one time I quit a game just after having 3 kids because I was like, that's too much. I was playing someone online and I was just like, yeah, 3 kids. No, there was barely any cash flow left.
Right. How are you going to get ahead?
I just met a guy yesterday who has 7 kids.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm like, how are you even breathing?
Yeah, really. All right, let's check out small deals here. So a electronics company, not mine, but an electronics company has crashed, split their stocks. It's not going to affect me, thankfully.
Stock split. Yeah. These deals are expensive. It doesn't seem like this janitor can afford very many of them.
So I got an opportunity to buy a condo, and I just don't have the cash to buy that condo.
Yeah, you got to pay off some debts, man.
Yeah, exactly. Can't be getting into more debt here.
Oh, I can buy a business, but there's no guarantee. Oh, wait. Oh, it's an IPO. It's an IPO. Okay, so a software company is going to go live on the stock market. It's an IPO. I can buy 250,000 shares at 10 cents a share, which is only 25 grand in cost. And for me, that's not so bad because I actually have cash now. I have 283 grand in cash. But if I roll a 6 on one die and I'm rolling 2 die, then shares go to $2 a share, which is a huge rate of return. Then I'll get 500 grand from the bank. But if I roll anything other than a 6, I get nothing. So
Is there
it's
any cash
basically
left?
it's a gamble. It's a
Right.
gamble. I'm gonna do it. I rolled a 1. I thought there was 2 die. There's only 1 die. There's only 1 die. It wasn't both dice.
Okay,
For
dealer
anyone,
opportunity. I'm gonna first check out what deal I get, and then I might pay off some debt here.
that's a good idea.
Um, so there's the drug company is selling stocks at their highest trading rate. I don't own any, so I'm just gonna have to pass on this. But I will take this moment to pay off my loan, a loan to increase cash flow.
Paid off some debts. Way to go.
Okay, so I'm just reviewing my expenses here real quick. All right, I'm going to roll. Deal opportunity. There's some stocks here selling at $1 a share. I'm gonna have to get in on this. I really do think.
That's the big money.
So I'll be buying
Big money.
You're going to buy 400 shares in this, 450 shares in this company. And
I enjoyed watching you change your amount from 1,200 to 1,000 to 200 to 2,000 to 1,500 down to
I wasn't
400.
quite sure what I wanted to do yet.
I really figured 1,200 would have been the way to go. Would have been a risk or a gamble, but I know that, a buck a share is a great deal
I
given that
know. I should have done it. I just didn't have the capital.
you're thinking conservatively. It's all right. You got to get out of debt.
I know, really, I do. Check out this deal opportunity. Great deal, company. Okay, this is a great deal right here. It's going to wipe out my cash flow. I know I've already learned my lesson on this, but it's going to wipe out my cash in the bank. I know I've learned my lesson on this. However, for a down payment of $2,000 for a $250 cash flow, I can't deny this. I got to buy it. Hope for the best.
It's a great cash flowing deal. Look at your bar. Look at your bar on the top left
Yeah,
there.
it's increasing, especially after that deal. My
Yeah, you
payment.
got that 250 in cash flow positive is a really good deal.
Yeah. Certificate of deposit. So once again, certified cash flow of 25 or $20. Trading range is fixed at 5,000 to 5,000. Pay 5,000, get 25 or get $20 cash flow. It's not a good move for me at the time. I don't even have $5,000, and that cash flow just isn't justified. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Bro, that's a good I like how you said I'm out, like as if
Thank
this was
you.
Shark Tank.
I was wondering if you're going to pick up on that.
Shark Tank, baby. I love it. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah. I had a
We're both
dream
big
that Mark Cuban invested in my business last night. That was crazy.
we're both big fans of Shark Tank, and I'm so glad for that.
And cash flow.
Okay. So this is interesting. This is also a gamble for me. This is weird that they're giving me the gambles. They must want to make it interesting for everybody to watch. So I'm basically I get the opportunity to take a gamble on a cookware commercial, but it'll cash flow me 50 grand a month, which is huge given that I only flipping right now have 3 grand in cash flow. So it'll cash flow me 50 grand if I roll a die of 4 or higher. Otherwise, I get nothing. And the cost up front is 225 grand. That's a lot. It took me a while to get to 336,000 in cash, but I need this, and this will make me win. This will make me win basically the game. All right, I do need this. I haven't gotten many opportunities. It's a bit of a gamble. At least I'll have 110K left over. Let's do it.
Wow.
I rolled a 6. I got the 50 grand in cash flow. Okay,
Awesome.
so that's it.
You
That
won the
basically means that I won the game because I raised my cash, because I raised my passive income, my positive cash flow over 50 grand.
So
So
that is what it took us to, Michael.
I won the game.
Some people win a janitor. Here's the lesson though. The janitor of a $1,500 a month salary against a secretary of a $2,500 a month salary, you still manage to become the millionaire. You still manage to win the game. No shame. Didn't matter. You came from nothing. I didn't have much to begin with, but you had less, and you still got way ahead of me. Part of that, I had some bad luck that affected it, but also you as that frugal janitor played the game extremely smart, extremely well, aggressively, and ultimately you took it home.
It's a great synopsis. It was a great victory given that I was also getting shafted by audits and like low opportunities and low cash flow for me to get those good deals. But it's a bit of a gamble, but as my mentor says, you only need to be right once to make it to the pay window. He's a billionaire and he says you only need to be right once, just to make it big, 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 big on a big deal. So yeah, it's a great synopsis. It was a good game. I think we'll play another round, probably without the recording in the video, so we can just speak freely and just do our thing. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, this was learning and filled with good, information for everybody. I think the key as well, you were riddled with expenses. You know what I mean?
Sure.
A lot of people debate. There's a big community around this game, obviously, and a lot of people debate. Is it easier for someone with a higher position and a higher salary to get out of the rat race, or is it easier for someone with a lower position and a lower cash flow or income to get out of the rat race? And it's debatable because I've seen both work, but I think generally people agree that the people with the lower incomes are easier because their needs are just not that high.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
maybe we'll do another game next week and we'll record it as well. And maybe one of us will be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, and you see their expenses are very high. Their
Yeah,
lifestyles
like
are
I
very
said,
good.
I played as a lawyer this morning, and I had high expenses. I crushed that game, but I had a lot of cash flow moving around. But still, like it wasn't necessarily as easy as you would expect with such a high salary.
Yeah, I think if you didn't have the downsizing, you got downsized twice. That was hard,
Yeah,
right? If you didn't have the baby, if you didn't have those other expenses,
braces.
um, then you probably because you could be a frugal secretary and win the game easily too. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly, exactly. I had a lot of unexpected expenses, which is life sometimes, right? And
That's
we
right.
see it all
So
the time with our clients.
you got it. That's right. So thanks for joining us on this Friday night. This is our recording of our cash flow game. This is our first time playing together. We're going to do another round. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to do this one sans recording, sans video, so we can just roll through it real quick, lickety split. All right. Thanks so much. Catch us on the next one. If you want to play with us, then hit us up, message us, send us an email. You know where to find us. All right. Enjoy.
Thank you.